Firstly, I want to invite Father Jared to the stage as our parish priest. It is with great joy and deep respect that we welcome His Grace Bishop Richard Umbers, Auxiliary Bishop of the Archdiocese of Sydney, and the 2028 Eucharistic Congress Director to our Parish Day celebrations.
Now, we are also joined by a very special guest, Mrs. Karishma Kavyama, who is the local member for Parliament for Digital Technology and Customer Service. It's amazing to have someone of Indian descent representing us. So a massive round of applause for joining us today. Thank you very much. Okay, next we have one of our local members of the church, Mr. Tom Siriac-Uncle. Can we please give him a round of applause as he makes his way to the stage? We'll also be hearing the wise words from our trustee later today as he gives his address.
We also want to invite our Parish Day convener, one of our conveners, Mrs. Lima Matthew, to the stage.
Right, now that we have all of our esteemed guests on the stage, it's only fitting that we begin tonight's events with an introduction from our leader, the hero of this parish, Father Jared. Let's give him a round of applause.
Your Lordship, Honorable Bishop Richard Umbers, the Honorable I.M. A. Karishma, respected trustees, Parish Day conveners, committee members, and my dear parishioners. With great joy and gratitude, I welcome each one of you to your Parish Day celebrations here at Christ the King Parish, Holsworthy. We are truly blessed the presence of Augustine dignitaries. Your Lordship, thank you for your pastoral guidance, your encouragement for gracing our celebration with your presence and blessings. Let us give him a round of applause, please. Honorable Member, we are grateful for your gracious presence and for the support you continue to extend to our local communities. I also acknowledge with a deep appreciation for our trustees, whose leadership and commitment strengthen the parish growth and the unity of our parish. A heartfelt word of thanks to our Parish Day conveners and organizing committee members. Your dedication, planning, and tireless efforts over the past weeks have made this celebration possible. Your teamwork, creativity, and generous service reflect the true spirit of our parish family. To all our parishioners, families, youth, and children, thank you for your active participation, your enthusiasm, and the vibrant life you bring to our community. You are the heart and strength of this mission. This evening, we gather as one family in Christ, united in faith, enriched by the Holy Qurban, and celebrating the cultural heritage that binds us together. May this celebration deepen our fellowship, strengthen our unity, and renew our commitment to live as joyful witness of Christ our King. Once again, I warmly welcome each of you. May Christ our King bless this gathering and our parish abundantly. Thank you.
We're now going to move over to our lamp lighting ceremony. So we're going to begin this program with a traditional lamp lighting ceremony, a cherished custom in Kerala that symbolizes the dispelling of darkness and the spread of light, knowledge, wisdom, and hope. As the lamp is lit, let us remind us of the values that bring us together as a community to walk in faith, unity, hope, and love.
I now invite all of our honorary and special guests and church members to please stand to light the lamp. As they light the lamp, let us hold deep in our hearts a prayer for the great success of not only tonight, but all the future endeavors of our church. It's okay, you can clap louder, don't be afraid. Thank you very much. I now invite you guys to please make your way back to your seats. Thank you.
We're now going to invite Mrs. Libby German, our Parish Secretary, for our 2025 and 2026 Parish Report.
Christ the King Holsworthy Mission Annual Report 2025 to 2026. Respected Reverend Bishop Richard Ambrose, our MD Ms. Karishma Kalyana, Reverend Fathers, dear parishioners, on behalf of Parish Council and our chaplain, Father Jerry Haringford, I am honored to present the annual report of Christ the King Holsworthy Mission for the year 2025 to 2026. Christ the King Holsworthy is a vibrant mission under the Eparchy of Melbourne, guided by Reverend Bishop John Panathodathil. Our mission continues to flourish through the dedicated spiritual, physical, and financial contributions of our parish members. We remain deeply grateful to St. Christopher's Parish for generously sharing their facilities and supporting our community. Christ the King Mission Administration. Our Mission Council consists of 23 members, including the vicar, trustees, office bearers, and representatives from various ministries and family units. The Council meets every second Sunday of the month to discuss and make key decisions which are communicated to the parish through regular weekly announcements after the Holy Mass. Podiyogams, which is our general body meetings, are conducted in accordance with the party and mission guidelines. Liturgical life. The spiritual life of our parish remains strong and active. We have 2 holy masses celebrated every Sunday morning and evening to accommodate the convenience and needs of our growing congregation. English Mass is conducted 2 Sundays each month to encourage active participation of our younger generation. Weekday Masses are offered regularly except Mondays and Wednesdays. Our liturgy committee and choir plays a vital role in enhancing our worship. The youth choir actively participates, leading 1 Mass each month, bringing energy and devotion to our celebrations. Spiritual activities. Throughout the year, we have been blessed with several spiritual initiatives that have strengthened our community. The major initiatives are biannual Lenten retreats, youth retreats, Faith Fest, Catechism anniversary celebrations, Parish Day, Family Day, and our pastoral visits by our Bishop. Catechism and Children's Formation. Our Catechism program follows the eparchy's structured syllabus guided by our Catechism principal, secretary, and our committed regular and casual teachers who undergo regular professional development training organized by our eparchy. Elected PTA volunteers plays a major role in supporting our teachers and students. Additional initiatives for our children, which are led by our expert and dedicated volunteers, include altar serving training, Holy Communion preparations, and weekly Malayalam classes. Youth Ministry. Our youth organizations SMIM and SMTM continue to play an active role in our parish life under the guidance of their youth animators. Through faith formation programs, community services, awareness initiatives, blood donation drives, fundraising activities, they demonstrate a spirit of leadership and service. We are proud that 2 of our youth represent our community at the national level, family units and ministries. Our mission is strengthened by 8 family units, continuing to be the backbone of our parish life, nurturing a powerful sense of spiritual and social connections through regular prayer meetings and gatherings. Peter Vedi and Mother Vedi actively contribute to parish leadership and service. Our nurses ministry provides valuable spiritual support and fellowship for our healthcare professionals within our community. Safeguarding and compliance. We also acknowledge the important work of our safeguarding officers who ensure that our volunteers comply with Australian safeguarding requirements, including necessary training and working with children check clearances, maintaining a safe and secure environment for all. Furthermore, there are many dedicated support ministries who work tirelessly behind the scenes. One of them is our media team keeps our parish connected through timely communications and various digital platforms. The food committee generously services during many of our mission events with dedication. There is various temporary event subcommittees elected throughout the year to ensure smooth execution of our major celebrations of the mission. Major achievements during 2025 and 2026. This year has been one of the significant milestones for our mission. With God's grace, we have successfully secured a land for the future church to establish a permanent spiritual home for our community. We have also conducted successful fundraising activities including raffles, music concerts, and preparations for upcoming drama events while hosting visits from bishops and community leaders during our mission celebrations. As I conclude this report, I would like to reflect and give thanks to Almighty God for all the blessings. Once again, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to St. Christopher's Parish and their Vicar Reverend Father Matthew for their continued support. As we move forward, let us remain committed to build a strong, faith-driven community that contributes both to our church and wider Australian community with love, compassion, and hope. Thank you all and wish you a blessed Parish Day. Have a good evening.
Okay, so our first event for the night is going to be celebrating special marriage anniversary. So, you think you've hit 10, you think you've hit 20, but we've got someone hitting 50 years of married life today. So, we have the privilege of honoring a truly remarkable 50 years of marriage, a golden jubilee. Can we have a round of applause, please? A golden jubilee represents a lifetime of love, commitment, faith, and perseverance through every season of life. It is a beautiful witness of partnership and dedication that has blessed not only the couple, but their family and the wider community. Maybe we can ask them for secrets later. We are especially blessed to have Bishop Umbers with us this evening, who will be honoring the Golden Jubilee couple with a traditional bonara. This bonara is a ceremonial shawl. It's a meaning of respect, dignity, and honor in Kerala culture, presented to recognize and celebrate this achievement. We warmly welcome our Golden Jubilee couple. Can we have a round of applause? Mr. George Rifley and Mrs. Lissy George to the stage. Come on, guys, big round of applause, thank you.
What a sight, ladies and gentlemen, what a sight.
And now they're walking off together as well, forever together.
Who are we celebrating next, Marisa?
Now, I know 50 years is a lot, but we've got 25. Can we have a round of applause for that, please? 25, all right. So maybe if you're on 20, you can ask them for secrets to make it to the next 5 at least, and then we can celebrate you in the next 5 years. Okay, so we are now going to honor the couples that are celebrating their silver jubilee. So again, a significant lifestyle that reflects a journey of love, faith, and sacrifice. So I'm going to invite our couples now. Firstly, we have Mr. Babu Davis here and Mrs. Merly Babu. If you could please make your way to the stage. Bigger round of applause, guys. Come on, bigger round of applause. Yes.
All of these people have been married longer than I've been alive, so that's pretty amazing.
Are you not 25? You're 25.
25.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, you might think I'm biased because I'm going to call my own parents up now. So, a big round of applause for Mr. J. Sebastian and Mr. Sewell Days. Oh, and we have photos up here if you want to see how beautiful they looked 25 years ago.
My goodness, Auntie hasn't aged a day, am I right?
Neither has Uncle, come on. Uncle has an aged day.
Maybe the hair.
The next one. You may have seen this couple roaming around all the way till we lock up this parish. Can you have a guess who it is? They lock up the parish. They're always here. Give it up for Mr. James Wadley and Mrs. Shissy James.
I'm pretty sure James' uncle lives at this church. I don't think he goes home.
Last but not least, once again, the backbone of this parish, I want to invite Mr. Roy Jacob and Mrs. Bina Roy. Big round of applause.
Can we also just appreciate how amazing they look today? Uncle couldn't decide which shirt to wear, so he put 2 shirts together.
Okay, we're gonna do the next round of applause now. So, we're gonna take a moment to honor and celebrate the families that have been blessed with 4 or more children. Now, children are truly a gift from God, so am I. As scripture reminds us, children are a heritage from God, offspring a reward from Him. So these families have been a living witness to faith, generosity, and love. Their commitment to raising their children in faith, love, and values is something we deeply appreciate and honor this evening. So we are now going to invite these families to come forward and be recognized and be celebrated. I firstly invite Mr. Sebastian Thomas and Mrs. Susie James. Please come forward to the stage. They also have their children Abel, Hannah, Leah, and Jeremy with them today. So big round of applause, please. Mr. Manoj Stephen and Minnie George.
And they have created 4 lovely children, Leah, Leona, Maria, and Stephen. We're missing Stephen today, but that's okay. Oh, he's there. He was just a bit short. That's okay.
Mr. Vikas Chako and Grishma Vigash.
And their lovely children are Ephraim, Gerard, Zara, and Esau. Very biblical names, might I add.
We have some surprising news. It is their twins' birthday today. A big round of applause for our twins! We now invite Mr. Joby and Salmia Joby to the stage.
And they have 4 kids, and I think looking at these names, they clearly have a favorite letter. We have Alvis, Alexis, Alphys, and Alona. Give them a big round of applause.
So once again, we have Joby and Salmia Joby, Alvis, Alexis, Alona, and Alvis. I now invite Mr. Jojo Jos and Mrs. Pratibha Maria Sebastian, along with their children,
Gia, Jean, Jesslyn, and Jay. Which one of you is Jake? Yeah, you're pretty good.
Mr. Prince Matthew and Mrs. Raji Maria Augustine, along with their children.
This couple also have a favorite letter. This time is J. We've got Jared, Jesslyn, and Gerald.
I now invite Mrs. Santosh Taria and Mrs. Bensi Santosh, along with their children.
I've actually taught 2 of these kids as well, so pretty special moment for me, Mariah. Shilu, Alina, Angela, and Alvina. Welcome to the stage.
you taught them?
I did. I taught both Angela and Alvina.
Does that mean you're really old?
I still have hair.
Sheila, I think you should share it with your parents. And last but not least, I invite Mr. Jason Joseph and Mrs. BG Jason, along with their children.
It is quadruple trouble. We've got Charlotte, Rayona, Evelyn, and Anugrahal. Please welcome them to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Uncle just told us he's one of 13. Thank God. I don't think we have a stage big enough for 13.
Last but not least, I said that last time, but I promise you it's true now. Last but not least, we are inviting Mr. Alex and Mrs. Suja to the stage, along with their children.
I just got this information, so if I get it wrong, I do apologize. Nathan, Abel, Aiden, and Anna Maria.
What about Flower Girls?
Oh, wow. You know, Marisa, I've been seeing a lot of awards for parents. Do we have any other awards?
You know, parents are not the only people doing great things out here. You know, we've got kids with awards doing big, big things in the community. So, I'm going to invite those two really special people up really soon. Firstly, we're going to congratulate Abigail Raju. Is she in the hall there? Abigail? Here she comes with her pink dress, who has been recognized with the Leppington State Award for Innovative Leadership, as well as the District Award for Public Speaking. These two awards reflect her exceptional leadership skills, confidence, and ability to communicate with clarity and impact. A big round of applause for Abigail.
I think maybe next year we'll get Abigail to MC.
Abigail might be the future SMI coordinator. Right, Abigail? She said yes.
Got a girl. I think it's time to switch to a boy. We have Aiden Alex Comben, who we proudly announce was part of the team that became the Southwest Region Champions in the New South Wales Primary School Chess Competition in 2025. Give him a round of applause. Well done, Aiden.
So all this time you thought he was playing checkers, he was playing chess with you. Okay, now we haven't heard from our bishop yet, so I'm going to now invite Bishop Richard Umbers to the stage for a few words.
there we go. I was thinking if my parents were alive, they'd be up here twice. They were married for more than 50 years, and I'm number 5. You can see a few Papatoetoe families here. But what's of interest is the International Eucharistic Congress. It developed in France in the 1870s. It was the work of a French laywoman, Madame, and I can't pronounce French, so you'll Madame Tamasier, something like that. I have to ask a French person how to say that. But she was very involved. She was concerned about the formation of priests. She was concerned about the promotion of the faith. And working with the bishops, she organized a Eucharistic Congress and said, well, this is not just for France, let's invite other people. So they invited surrounding countries, Belgium, Italy. It was such a success, they said, let's do it again, let's do it again. And then it made its way by the 1890s to Jerusalem. They had a lot of Eastern churches involved there. And then it came to Sydney in 1928. There were 500,000 people in Sydney at the Eucharistic procession. Unbelievable numbers. But at that time, most of the Catholics in Sydney were of an Irish background. A little bit like when I was growing up in South Auckland. In my own parish, there was some Pacific Islanders, but it was mainly Irish. How things changed. 1973, the International Eucharistic Congress came back to Australia. It was in Melbourne. And then there was more emphasis on the Second Vatican Council, on First Nation peoples. There was a Mass in the Aboriginal language. I've met people who were present in 1973. They remember very well. Obviously, they were quite young. And now it's coming back in 2028 to Sydney, but this time with the difference that even though we all celebrate the same sacraments, the same faith, the same joy, the Eastern churches will be playing a very big role, because that is the reality of Sydney. I've just come back from Iraq, the installation of the new Chaldean Patriarch. Of course, there is a liturgical similarity with the Surah Malabar and the Chaldeans, but you can see the strength of the Maronites, the strength of the Melkites, the strength even of the Ukrainians. We have a Ukrainian cardinal who's an Aussie cardinal. And we are seeing our faith increasingly being brought into the streets. Processions and popular piety are growing, especially in Sydney, but also we have seen in Corpus Christi, across Melbourne and Brisbane, Wagga Wagga, and other places in Australia. I'm really, really hopeful that this is a sign to the people around us that we evangelize. Of course, we are concerned about passing the faith on to the next generation. You are concerned especially to pass the faith on to your own children. But the only real way that we can make sure our faith is always relevant, always alive, is if we are outward looking. If we are seeking to bring other people to the gospel, wherever they may be, whoever they may be, whatever their own tradition. We live our traditions, but always in a way that is open and invitational. And I think when we do something that is very beautiful with our faith in a very public way, and we get together in Surah Malabar, but also with the Latins, with the Maronites, the Syriacs. We will have a rosary procession coming up soon in Fairfield for the first time with all the different churches. East meets West. But in these ways, we show that there is hope. Only Jesus really brings that hope. We know that. And Jesus is with us in the Eucharist. And this is a tremendous gift. We can't hold the gift to ourselves. This is my body given for you. Jesus does that so that we can be like him. But in our turn, we have to give ourselves. When we receive Jesus in the Eucharist, it is for our sake so that we become more like children of God. But that means that it shows in our own behavior that we give of ourselves to those around us, in our families, especially in our work. But also, as we organize, as we put our efforts together, we need to bring Jesus Christ to everybody around us. We are Christians. This is a tremendous joy and a tremendous gift that we don't hold to ourselves, we give to the others. So I very much encourage you to think about what you are doing for the Eucharistic Congress, but also be aware of what processions are taking place across Sydney. There's always something happening. Very especially, we know that Walk with Christ. We didn't have it at Corpus Christi because of the Sistine Chapel. The forecourt was busy. But it means that we will have Christ the King at the end of November. We will have a massive, ginormous Eucharistic procession in our preparations for the Eucharistic Congress. So I encourage you very much to invite people, see what's happening, take a bus. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Bishop Umbers. I now like to invite to the stage someone that is absolutely inspirational. We are graced by the presence of the lovely Karishma Kalanda. So something you guys might not know, Karishma actually was born in India and she migrated here when she was 4 years old with her family. So for someone like me and a lot of you who are children born outside whose parents migrated over here, she's a very inspirational person, and I think we could all do with some wisdom from her. So now I kindly invite her to the stage with a round of applause.
Thank you very much, and it's lovely to be back at the Christ the King Parish once more. Of course, it's wonderful to join you all for such a special occasion, and joined by His Excellency Bishop Richard Umbers, of course, the clergy that are here today, as well as the other distinguished guests and the many volunteers who make this parish such a special place. It's when I was reflecting on what parish days signify and all about, they're more than just about gathering together. And I was particularly struck by Bishop your reflection on the changes in the demographics of the faith communities in this part of the world in particular. And it's something that I'm really privileged to join with different parishes, different groups of people. Interestingly, the installation of the Chaldean Patriarch, although Bishop, you went to Iraq, I was able to farewell, as he was then Archbishop Myrna from Bosley Park. And so it was a source of great pride at that event to say that the new Patriarch was travelling from Bosley Park to Baghdad. And he was the first Patriarch of the Chaldean Church with such a strong and deep connection to Australia. And I think more and more we are going to be seeing those kinds of stories, those kinds of journeys as people who go through part of their faith journey here in this community contribute in ways that we can only dream of. And so that's something that's quite exciting to me, because the communities that are built all through, not just here in southwestern Sydney, but across Sydney and New South Wales, are built through faith, through service, and through the very simple but powerful act of showing up for each other. And when I look around tonight, that's exactly what I see. I see generations coming together, celebrating very special milestones, and my congratulations to those of you who are celebrating milestone wedding anniversaries, you're celebrating the gift of children. I see volunteers who have worked quietly and possibly quite hectically behind the scenes to make tonight possible. And it's something that I see not just tonight, but I have seen every time that I have worked and spoken with members of this parish, is young people carrying culture and faith forward with pride. And that really deserves recognition, and that deserves, that is a source of celebration for not just this parish community, but for our broader community as a whole. Because this parish has become more than a place of worship, it's become a place of belonging. And at a time when we, particularly on the government side, are really seeking the answers to how we can improve belonging, how we can improve social cohesion, how we can bring people together, we only need to look at the example that's created here to look at how we can broaden that out. Because when people support one another through difficult times, when you preserve language and tradition and strengthen the values that connect us across generations, that's a very, very powerful foundation. And that's why events like this matter, because they create a community in the truest sense of the word. Tonight's celebration is a reflection that in coming together through prayer, through celebrating music, dance, and the talents of the young people in this parish, these moments that are created stay with people for a very, very long time. And those moments then create that sense of connection, which leads to a sense of belonging. Here in Liverpool, as you mentioned, my family moved here almost about 30 years ago, and I've despite some attempts, I've never managed to move away. And part of what drew me to working in politics was wanting to see young people have an opportunity to pursue their aspirations and their dreams without having to leave this region, without having to leave our state, and hopefully without having to leave our country. And when I see some of the changes that have happened in the last few years, I see opportunities for our children that, regardless of whether that is in a professional sense, obviously with things like the airport and the health and medical research precinct coming along, those opportunities are there, but they mean nothing without a sense of community, without a sense of connection and belonging, and without faith communities and faith underpinning all of it. It reminds us that when our parents or even yourselves have left behind family, have left behind lives that you have built up, you can recreate that here in a very powerful way. And those who have done that through this parish, I really congratulate you and thank you for contributing to our broader community in that way. Of course, as part of the government, like I said, supporting faith communities is incredibly important, whether that's through providing grants and funding for infrastructure, for programs, for improving safety so people can practice their faith in safety and with confidence. That is important to us because we know that in supporting faith communities, we support our broader community as a whole, because that underpins so much of what is valuable and meaningful in our lives. But as much as government can do, it's not enough, because government alone does not create strong communities and strong organisations. People do. You do in this room. And so, like I mentioned, acknowledging the important work that volunteers, the parish leadership, the clergy, and all those who do the hard work every single day behind the scenes, you all contribute to that sense of value that we strive for in our community, because it doesn't happen by accident, it's intentional, and that's important. So, to the young leaders who are here, if there's one thing that you take away from anything that I say, I hope you continue to stay connected to your faith, to your culture, to your community, because you're not only the future of this parish, you are the future of Liverpool, and you are the future of southwestern Sydney and this state as a whole. The future that you're working towards, that you're helping to create, is already taking shape. So I hope to see you in many, many ways going forward, not just the contribution that you make to this parish, but I know the contribution that you will make to our broader society. So with that, thank you again for having me tonight. I really hope you enjoy. If anyone had fallen asleep, you are now awake. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Karishma, for those inspiring words. Maybe one day I'll also get into politics. Stay tuned.